Hey there and welcome. Today is going to be a little different than yoga. It's required in yoga. A little bit of stability, balance. So we're going to work some moves to help you work through and feel yourself in balanced positions. So I have a chair and my mats. I prefer to do this still barefoot. And let's discuss while I'm sitting there standing, standing on a mat, some of the things that can affect your balance while you're doing yoga. One of them are these big, thick, cushy mats that we like to get to protect our knees. They're great for the knees. They're great when you're on all fours. When you attempt to go into standing and balancing, what you're gonna find is your ankles have to start doing all this twisting and turning and distributing to find the grounded feeling of the floor, okay? So if you have a squishy mat, highly recommend that you maybe use it like I have here. I don't know if you can see, I have a black, inexpensive, very thin sticky mat underneath my Big Raven Ganesh mat. And the Ganesh mat is a thinner mat as well, but the two of them crisscross and intersect in the middle and give me a nice squishy middle space. So when I want to do standing postures, I can move off of this cross and find my feet. And so that's what I want you to do right now is find your feet. We will use the chair, so if you need to pause me and get a chair, please do so. And also with that, if you're back with me, this chair can be used at any time that you feel like maybe your balance still needs to progress. So while we're doing that, let's start moving our bodies. So I'll keep talking. You're gonna do a stand side body. So you're gonna reach the arms up and over your head and you're just gonna side body stretch. The feet can be as wide as they need to be below you as you go from left to right. Let's see if we can track in our breath, inhaling up to center and exhaling over to each side, right? Inhale, feel the strength of your body reaching. Exhaling, bending over to the side. Please keep the chest facing forward. Try not to drop that chest down towards the ground. We're trying to strengthen through that spinal section. Provides a lot of that stability. Now the next one where we squat to stand. If you have sensitive knees, and I do, believe me, I get it. I have those moments where I come into a squat, and if you've ever been in class with me, maybe you've seen me wince as I come through that first squat. So we're gonna take the feet wide, feet at a 45-degree angle, and just go ahead, and if you want, that chair can be behind you, and then it can catch you if you come down and you're like, not feeling it today. I just want you to squat, come back up. So if that chair is behind you, do a little butt tap with it maybe, and then push back up. 3, which number am I gonna use next? 2, and final 1. And I'm trying not to compensate with the knee. So if you feel yourself coming to that point of pain, which I usually get it right about here, you don't have to go as deep. So modify it as you need to, as always. So we're gonna go and we're gonna squat down again, and I'm gonna move forward so that I don't have, but you can use that chair. In fact, I'll do the first one with the chair. You're gonna squat down. I prefer you not to sit on it, but if you need to, you can sit. Release the fingertips forward, drop the head, roll it back up, roll the shoulder blades up and then back down, and then press to rise, okay? Let's try that without the chair. Squat. Exhale, release, rounded spine. Brush the fingertips against the ground if you can. Rounded spine, press. As you inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. One more time. Lower. Round the spine, drape the fingertips, drop the head. Press the feet. Press the legs. Engage the core. Roll it back up. Okay, one more time because I feel like you're just getting it up, down right now, right? Squat, exhale. Inhale, find your center. Exhale, round that body forward. Let yourself feel the stretch. Inhale, push through the feet, feel the energy rise up through the legs. Keep those shoulders up into your ears like your little danglies. And exhale, roll the shoulders back, drop the hands down. Feeling good, starting to feel a little bit more heat through the body. So the next one we're gonna do is loving hugs, big hugs. Open the arms out wide. Exhale, round the spine, drop the chin to the chest. Give yourself a loving hug. Reach those fingertips back as close as you can to the edges of the shoulder blades. On the inhale, lift it up, lift the gaze up, open those arms, squeeze those shoulder blades back. Exhale, round, kind of like a little standing cat-cow here, right? Inhaling, open it up. And if you didn't change the cross of your arms because, you know, I didn't tell you to, change the cross of your arms so that the opposite arm comes under. And we're gonna take that one more time. Round, give yourself a big hug. All right. Climbing the ladder. I'm gonna do it seated so that you can make sure that you see my arms. Hello, Porter. For some reason, he likes the orange mat more than the black. Go figure, because it's pretty. Inhale, reach it up as though you're climbing a ladder. Take the next rung. Take the next rung. Take the next rung. See, I'm gripping with my hands. If you can't see the tiny little phone screen because it's, you know, YouTube. You're reaching the hands up open, grasping as though there's a ladder rung. Pull that ladder rung down and reach the other arm up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, reach up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, feel the activation. And then release. And then the last thing that we're gonna do, and you can use your chair if you're concerned about stability. I'm gonna come forward just a little bit and turn sideways so that you can see me. So we're gonna lift and lower on our toes. So you can keep the hands on the hips to start. Inhale, rise the heels up. Exhale, lower the heels down. Doesn't have to be that high as you start to feel the legs activate. Your ankles may be wobbling, that's okay. Exhale, release. Slow it down. Inhale. Engage through the core, lift up through the spine. Feel the whole body lift up onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, lower the heels down. Slow and controlled, I know, but your calf muscles were designed for long walks in the park, right? So they can handle this. It's just getting that balance, right? Because when we come up, our ankles feel like they're doing a bunch of wobbling to figure out, and now your toes may squeeze in. Release. See if you can hold it up a little bit higher and a little bit longer. Lift up on the toes, and if you're using your chair, light fingertips, please no death grips. And please make sure that you're not sliding that chair around your kitchen or living room, right? We want that chair to be stable. Timber. And what happens when we lose our balance, right? Arms come out, we try to stabilize. We're just trying to get to where maybe we don't have to do this as much, right? All right, so let's come into the leg swings. So we're gonna start with the right foot. Hands on the hips for the beginning. And you're just gonna go ahead and cross that foot over the left foot and bring the right foot back. Right foot kicks out, toes are down on the ground, bring that right foot back. Right foot swings out, what's this, 3? If you've taken my class, you know I'm notorious for counting. 4, toes out, slide it back. Slide it out, 5, slide it back, 6, slide it out, 7, slide it back, slide it out, 8, that's your last one, forgot to tell you. Shift and put all the weight back in both legs. You may start to feel like your left leg is getting a little bit of tension, some burning, good. So now let's take our hands out and you're gonna continue that. Shift the weight into the left foot, see if you can hover the right off the ground. So just shift the hips a little bit to lift up a little bit through the hips and cross that right leg over the left. Squeeze the inner thighs, bring it back. You can touch it down to the ground. Added challenge, don't touch it down to the ground. Keep swinging that leg. That was 2, kick it up, 3, swing, 4, touch down or not, 5, float it back, 6, float it back, 7, float it back, 8, float it back, whoop, put that foot down. See, told you. Let's try to sneak another one in there. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add a little bit of a counter swing. So we're gonna take the hands, interlace the fingers, and like you're shaking your hand in front of you. Shift the weight into that left foot. I know, don't worry, the right leg is coming. We're gonna slide that right leg, squeeze the inner thighs together, hold it, and you're gonna pulse. And at the same time that you pulse, you're twisting to the right. So torso comes to the right, right foot kicks up to the left. Counterbalancing the torso with that leg that's lifting up. This is 3, squeeze it, come back to center. 4, squeeze it. 5, squeeze it. 6, squeeze it. And if you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, keep touching that right foot back down to the ground, find your balance and come back. Work up to it, release. All right. And then from here, we're just gonna finish it out with a little bit of abduction. So we've been doing some internal abduction where we're crossing the leg over the body. Let's just work on that outside of the hip for 8 pulses. So again, if you've got your chair, you can place your chair next to your left hand because you don't want to kick it with your right foot. So again, hike up through the hip just a little bit, kick that right leg out, bring it back. 2, bring it back, try not to touch down. 3, bring it back. 4, keep your core engaged, bring it back. Probably already is, right? 5, because your body knows what to do. 6, you just gotta listen to it. 7, 1 more. And 8. Woo-hoo-hoo. Drop that foot down. Feel the left leg. Say thank you, left leg. Thank you so much for everything that you just did for me. And now we're gonna root into the right foot and we're gonna do it all over again. Fun stuff, hands to the hips. Let's just take that foot. You've been here before. Left toes come out and we're gonna slide the left toe across the right front of the leg. For 1, slide it across. 2, slide it across. 3, bring it back. 4, those toes can stay touching the entire time. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so bring that foot back. Let's see if we can do it again. Only this time, hitch it up, slide it out, and see if you can cross it and bring it back. Don't touch the toes down to the ground. Through the joy of the fact that this camera is cutting off my toe, you didn't see me touch it. Swing it. 4, 5, squeezing the inner thighs to bring that leg across. 7 and 8. Whoo! All right. So when you bring your hands in front of you, notice that we interlace our fingers. So work a little bit on that, shaking hands with a stranger concept. Take the fingers. I'm gonna do a little Sesame Street here. Near, far. I am near. If you look at the camera, my interlace of the fingers, my right finger comes on top. I want you to take your fingers, unlace them, and then lace it to where the left finger comes on top, if that's where you go. If you had the left finger on top, work with me, do the opposite. And then far. All right, so coming back, we're gonna take that left leg across. When we take that left leg across, we're turning the torso away, coming back to center. 2, 3, you can flex that foot. 4, and really feel yourself pulling that leg across, twisting the torso. 6, see I counted. 7, 8, come back to center, release. How come that side felt faster? So final one, abduction out to the side, root into the right foot. Hike up that left hip just a little bit, not a whole lot. You're not trying to get your swagger on and shake it. You're just lifting the foot up enough so that it doesn't touch the ground. And you're gonna lift that leg out to the side. La la la. 1, lift it. 2, 3, 4, squeeze it. 5, try not to swing it. So it's not a pendulum and it's got its own momentum. 6, you're lifting it. You're mindfully lifting the leg. 7, 8, squeeze and lift. Whoo, now do a little hula. Hula, hula, hula. All right, so this next one, we're gonna tip, reach, and hinge for our chair. So I'm gonna bring the chair out and hopefully not kick my dog. Porter has 14-hour nap periods that he requires. I think we all would like that, buddy. It might kick you. And you know what? I can be right here. All right, so coming with your back of your chair, set yourself up to where just your fingertips are grazing it. And if you don't need to use the chair for balance, don't use it for balance. I'm gonna show you fingertips touching the chair. Sit up nice and tall. So what I don't want is for you to start out with your booty already hinging. Sit up nice and tall, stand up. Feet right underneath the hips. Feet, bring your feet together. Everybody do it, bring your feet together. Point your toes, right toes out at a 45 degree to the right. Slide that heel to stand behind the ball of the foot. And there you go. Hip distance. All right, and here, ready? We're gonna be like that. Remember the little bird that touches its beak into the water? So just extend the right leg out, keep the spine as long as you can, hips squared. That's 1. Bring that right foot back, hover it for extra burn. Exhale out. And 2. Yep, we've got 8. Keep tipping with control. 3. 4. Bow to your partner. 5. As you lean forward, extend that heel back. Bring that foot back to left. Bow. 7. I don't think I counted the last one. and 8. This is your last one. Okay, so shift the foot to the right foot, and if you can, on a couple of these, what I'd like you to do is see if you can kind of do no fingers. So if you are ready to try to see, can I hinge? Maybe your forehead, pop, touches the top. If you've got a tall back chair like I do, maybe you're using a different type of chair. We're at 2. Keep the hips. I like to keep the hands on the hips to kind of remind myself to keep those hips pointed down towards the ground. Keep engaging the glute to keep that leg lifted. 3. Bring it back. Keep the core. Exhaling. Inhale to rise. That was 5. 6. All right. Try to keep that foot hovering off of the ground. You're not dropping it back down each time, if you can. That's your added challenge. And I think that was 8. All right. So, we are gonna do a lean and tap. So you lean, so you're gonna, right foot's gonna lead, left knee is gonna bend slightly as you lean back, sliding your right toe on the ground in front of you, and then pull it back. 2, bring it back, standing tall, lean. Don't worry, I'm counting. This is 4, we're halfway there. Lean it back, lean, 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 kind of like you're playing limbo. 5. Woo, bending into that knee. 6. 7, woo, getting hard. If that chair's next to you, you can use it for balance. It's not cheating. And 8. Okay, shift to the right foot. Left toes out, keep the left leg straight. Bend into the right knee, lean back. Woo, trying to get underneath that limbo. Bring it back. So keeping the core engaged, bring that torso back. Why are we doing this? We're moving our heads into a different space and looking up. 3. We're challenging the ears moving in space with staying on one leg. And your toes are on the ground to give you that safety net, right? My toes are there. I'm not gonna fall. And if you feel like you have a fall factor, I have no idea what number this is. If you've gotten up to 8, you can stop. Worst teacher counter. Last one for me. Okay. The last. Yeah, I think this is, nope, change my mind. So you could take your right hand, actually, yes, I'm gonna take my right hand if you've got your chair onto your right side. And the reason I'm saying this is because I've got a few other exercises that I feel like could come into this class, but we can build on to this, right? So take your left hand behind the back of your head, elbow out to the side. Take the right knee, start to lift it, and then open it up as though you're gonna do a tree pose. And if you don't know what tree pose, you bring the foot to the inside of the leg, okay? But we're gonna open it up like we're gonna do tree pose and keep your toes on the ground. And then you're gonna crunch to the side. You're gonna lift up and see if you can touch that elbow to the knee. For 1. Touch the toes down if you want to. Extra challenge, take that hand off of the chair, Lift up the left knee to left elbow. See if you can get as close. I can't get as close, challenging myself, but that's okay. I'm working on my balance, right? That was 2. Breathe. 3. Whew. Sometimes, you know what? Some of these are easier, faster, right? 4. You don't have to work on keeping that balance on that standing leg as you move the torso up in time and space. I'm getting warmer. 6. Touching that knee. 7. And the last one. Let's make this one a really good one. Really float that leg up. Crunch it. Maybe this is the one. Yes. Touch it down. Got it. All right. Shift it to the other side if you need to move that chair or if you need to turn around and not stare at the TV. I will not be offended if you turn your back on me. I'll go to write a journal about it. So again, you can take the right hand behind the head, left hand can stay down on the chair or just out for balance, right? You're gonna lift it up for 1. 2. Getting so close. And you may find one side is easier. 3. Right? We all have that one side that just feels more grounded or more strong. 5. Maybe that hand goes behind the head. Yeah, that makes a difference, doesn't it? 6. 2 more. 7. Fight it, keep control. And this is the last one. Really lift and ready, crunch it. See if we can make this one. Breathe. And drop it down. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring my chair back to center. We're gonna use what I like to liken to the middle of the night potty check, right? It's dark, you don't want to turn the light on. So we're gonna do the sit and taps. So I guess maybe I could have done that sideways so that you can see what I'm doing. I am gonna keep the chair feet on the mat so that I know it's not gonna slide out from underneath me. So we are going to sit, tap. Don't sit all the way down if you don't have to. So I know we already did squats at the beginning. My feet are together now, kind of like chair pose. 3, press it up, keep the core engaged, really use the whole lower body to let you lift. 4, it's kind of like a touch and go. 5, and 6, my butt's not there yet if you're not looking. I'm not doing them super fast, I just like to count so I don't forget. Butt's touching. 7, last one. 8 is here, and stand it back up. Okay. Whew. Well, I think, let's see. Yes, we have 1 minute left, and that means 1 foot balance, 30 seconds, right and left. And ready? Go. Lift the right foot up as though you think you're Captain Morgan standing on the front of a ship's desk. You're already at 10 seconds. You can take your hands to your hips. Stand up nice and tall. I don't want any slouching here, no slouchies. If you need to use that chair, try not to. If you need to put the foot down, try not to. And 30 seconds, switch it up. Right foot goes down, shift it over to the left, lift that left knee up, hands to the hips, nice and tall. So I'm actually using a watch, so I'm not just making it up. Ooh, I looked at my watch. All right, you got 10 seconds left. Accept the challenge. You got it. And 3, 2, 1, foot down. Oh my gosh, you did amazing. I am so proud of you for joining today. If you're not normally doing something that works with your balance, I hope you find this helpful. And yeah, subscribe so you can get my latest updates. Leave a comment below or like it just to let me know you were here. Super grateful for the support and love.